Our top story tonight, the state of Texas is responding to serious cases of New World screwworm. 4 cases were reported in counties near the Texas border.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture gave a briefing on its efforts to stop the parasite from spreading. Screwworm can cause severe damage to livestock, particularly cattle, and experts say it hasn't been seen in the United States in 50 years. The CDC says this parasitic fly is attracted to wounds and body openings where they lay eggs. Those larvae eat live tissue, which can cause an odor and painful wound.
In the presser earlier, it was stressed why it's important for the public and ranchers to report cases when they can, and thanking those at the border for keeping an eye on developments.
And for those men and women, our ranchers along the border and frankly throughout Texas, who have eyes on their cattle in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, who are the front lines to ensure that we can do everything we can to protect our livestock industry.
A major challenge officials are facing is that if not contained, screwworm could be devastating to the Texas economy. There was an estimated $2.1 billion impact on the cattle industry and a $9 billion impact to the hunting economy. The USDA officials say not to panic now, but farmers, especially those who may be having calves, should check their cattle closely if they are in an affected area. And with news of a dog confirmed to have New World screwworm, pet owners may have concerns too. 6
News reporter Sydney Walker has more on how we can keep our animals safe from the parasitic fly. Sydney?
While livestock and cattle make up the majority of screwworm cases, there is a confirmed canine case. The parasite also poses a threat to pups, cats, and any wildlife. The fly's larvae burrow into and feed on the living tissue of warm-blooded animals. While it often enters through open wounds, it can also attach to the animal's genitalia, eyes, or ears. Dr. Gary Gosney at Temple Veterinary Hospital was in vet school at Texas A&M during the 1960 screwworm outbreak. He emphasized that the good news is it's treatable, and domestic pet owners have an advantage over ranchers. It's much easier to notice a wound on your indoor pet than on cattle.
You shouldn't freak out. It's only one case, and there are millions upon millions of dogs in Texas. I wouldn't get too worried. I would take normal precautions. You can, if you have a high population of flies or something like that, keep the dogs inside. Use pest control on them, such as flea and tick spray, things like that.
Dr. Gosney says the U.S. eradicated screwworm once before by releasing sterile male flies to disrupt reproduction, and he's hopeful they can use that tool to eradicate them again. Coming up at 6, I'll have more on what steps to take if you notice the screwworm larva in a wound on your pet.
Alrighty, thanks for staying on top of that, Sydney.